Greetings everyone, we'd like to start by saying that this video is created by artificial intelligence, so please excuse any mistakes in the script and irrelevant media. Today we're delving into the intriguing subject of exemptions from military service in Israel, based on information sourced from a comprehensive Wikipedia article. The link to this article can be found in the description below, along with a host of other links that support our channel. Our channel offers a variety of videos on fascinating topics, and your engagement helps us to continue producing content. We hope you find this topic intriguing and informative. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and click the notification bell. Israel's military service exemptions are governed by the Israeli Security Service Law. This piece of legislation lays out the various criteria that can qualify an individual for exemption from military service. A diverse array of grounds can be considered for exemption, including medical, psychological, religious, and criminal records. For instance, if an individual is found to have a severe medical condition that could potentially hinder their ability to serve, they may be exempted from duty. Psychological conditions are also taken into account, as the mental well-being of service members is of utmost importance. Religious beliefs can also play a significant role in exemptions. Individuals who are deeply committed to their faith and whose religious practices might be compromised by military service could be considered for exemption. Criminal records too can be a factor. The law aims to maintain the integrity and the discipline of the military, and as such, individuals with a history of criminal behavior may be exempted. This law is not limited to any specific demographic, but applies broadly to the Jewish, Druze, and Circassian communities. However, it's worth noting that Arab citizens of Israel are generally exempt from this law. Now you might be wondering how significant these exemptions are. Well, in the year 2020, approximately 32.9% of men and 44.3% of women received exemptions. Mental health was cited as one of the key reasons behind these exemptions. This goes to show how the Israeli Security Service law is not just about enforcing military service, but also about ensuring that those who serve are fit and capable, while those who are not, for various legitimate reasons, are exempted. It's a system that seeks to balance national security with individual rights and welfare. Stay tuned as we delve further into the consequences of draft evasion in our next scene. Avoiding the draft isn't taken lightly in Israel. It's a country where military service is deeply ingrained in the social fabric, and dodging this duty is considered a serious offense. As a matter of fact, draft evasion is classified as a criminal act, and the consequences can be quite severe. To discourage young individuals from evading the draft, the Israeli government employs various strategies. Among these are media campaigns aimed to emphasize the importance of military service to the nation's safety and unity. These campaigns often highlight the bravery, camaraderie, and sense of purpose that comes with serving in the Israel Defense Forces, or IDF. But it's not just about persuasion. Legal measures are also in play to combat draft evasion. Those found guilty could face penalties that range from fines to imprisonment, depending on the severity of the evasion. The implications of such a conviction can also extend beyond legal repercussions, affecting various aspects of one's life. But even with these significant consequences, public attitudes towards military service have been changing. Over the years, there's been a shift in the perception of those who choose not to serve in the IDF. While it was once seen as an unquestionable duty, more and more people are starting to question this norm. Nevertheless, a negative perception still lingers towards those who have not served in the IDF. This is a complex issue, deeply rooted in the country's history and culture. It's a testament to the weight that military service carries in Israeli society, and the challenges that come with changing such deeply held beliefs. Despite the consequences, the perception towards those who have not served in the IDF remains negative. As we move forward, it will be interesting to see how these attitudes evolve, and what impact this will have on the future of military service in Israel. The impact of military service extends even to the job market. In Israel, having served in the military can play a significant role during job interviews. It's not uncommon for employers to inquire about an applicant's military service, considering it as a factor when assessing skills, discipline, and commitment. However, it's important to note that Israel has laws in place to prevent discrimination based on military service status. These laws are designed to protect those who, for various reasons, were exempted from serving. Whether the exemption was due to medical, psychological, religious, or criminal records, employers are prohibited from discriminating against such individuals. Yet the reality on ground often paints a different picture. Despite these laws and an evolving public perception, there still exists a certain degree of bias. Not having served in the Israel Defense Forces or IDF can sometimes carry a negative perception. This perception may not always be overt, but it can subtly influence opportunities and societal interactions. The IDF is a significant part of Israeli culture and society. It's seen as a rite of passage, a common experience that unites citizens across different backgrounds. Those who haven't served may find themselves on the fringes, facing an invisible barrier that can impact various aspects of life, including employment. This is not to say that the situation is static. As with all societal norms, perceptions around military service and its relation to employment are subject to change. There's a growing recognition of the diverse reasons that may lead to exemptions, and a more nuanced understanding of what military service signifies. Yet, the journey towards a more inclusive society that respects all experiences is a long one. Despite changes in public attitudes, there remains a negative perception towards those who have not served in the IDF. The exemptions from military service in Israel are a complex issue with deep societal implications. As we have seen in this video, it's a topic that intertwines law, religion, culture, and individual rights in a way that is uniquely Israeli. Looking back, we unraveled the Israeli Security Service Law, a regulation that governs the criteria for military service exemptions. It's a law that takes into account a wide array of factors, from medical and psychological conditions to religious beliefs and criminal records. We've learned that this law doesn't just apply to Jewish citizens, but also to the Druze and Circassian communities. We then moved on to the consequences of draft evasion. Dodging the draft is not taken lightly in Israel. It's a criminal act that carries significant repercussions. Efforts to combat this act range from media campaigns to legal measures, reflecting the seriousness of this issue. Lastly, we discussed the impact of military service on employment. Despite the law prohibiting discrimination based on military service status, the reality is that it remains a significant factor in job interviews. There is still a lingering negative perception towards those who haven't served in the IDF, which can impact employment opportunities. These are just some of the many facets of the military service exemptions in Israel. It's a topic that is constantly evolving and is reflective of the wider societal changes occurring within the country. For a more detailed description, click on the word "more," possibly several times, especially if you're using a smartphone. If you're watching this on a TV, you'll need to switch to a laptop or mobile device to click the links in the description. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and click on the notification bell. Your support helps us to continue creating informative content like this. Also, don't forget to check out the variety of other videos on our channel, and make sure to visit our parent venture, American Northwest Ventures, through the American Northwest Aviation website. Finally, you can support our channel in another way, by making your everyday purchases through the Amazon and other affiliate links available on the American Northwest Products website. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.